Hey, so we've made it to lunchtime, and this is actually going to be my first meal today. It is already about 2 o'clock, so I am going to be making myself some eggs and sausage. I'm going to be using these sausage links here. I get these at Aldi. They are 3 for a serving, but there was only 4 left, so I'm going to go ahead and have all 4. They do have some sugar and dextrose, but it's only 2 carbs, so I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I can work that in. I went ahead and already diced up my sausage into little squares, and I'm going to be just scrambling up some eggs into it. I am going to be adding maybe about a tablespoon of some cottage cheese, just to add a little more protein, because sausage and eggs isn't enough protein. We're going to go ahead and add just a little more. The cottage cheese doesn't have like a big bang of protein, but they make my eggs cheesy and it does add a little bit extra protein. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get my eggs cracked. Now, my mom cracks her eggs by hitting one against the other, and then the one that cracked is the one that we break into our cup, and then the other one is the one that we crack on the table. And try not to get any eggshells. Perfect. So then I'm going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon of some cottage cheese. Now my cottage cheese, I grabbed the whole container and I put it into a food processor and blend it all up so it's all smooth. There's no curds. This is what it looks like. There's no curds, so it's all smooth. Just gonna grab about, well, I'm guessing it's probably a good tablespoon. Go ahead and add that in. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of salt. I salt my eggs before I scramble them. And then give this a good, usually a fork works better, but I already had the spoon, so. All right, we'll set that to the side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start heating up my pan, adding in a little bit of olive oil. Just going to wait for this to heat up some. In the meantime, this is your reminder to drink your water. Have you had your last drinks today? Go ahead and start adding it in. Normally I like to add some peppers and onions, like saute the peppers and onions until the onions are a little translucent, and then I add like my sausage and eggs, and I make this, breakfast scramble. You can also omit the meat and maybe just make it peppers and onions with the eggs. Or I sometimes do like bacon, sausage, and eggs, like a little meat lovers scramble. I really like that eggs are pretty versatile, that you can pretty much add anything and make it a scramble that's filling, it's protein. It has good fats. You can hard boil them, scramble them, over easy, over medium, any kind of way you like your eggs. You can make them into scrambles, just add any veggies that you like, peppers, or any meats. All right, so when our sausage is nice and toasty, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our egg and cheese mixture. Got a little on the stove. Every little bit. Think I did pretty good. And just scramble. Usually like turn down the heat some. Go ahead and turn off the stove, and I'll go ahead and grab myself a plate. Perfect. So lunch is done. Got a sausage and egg scramble with a little cottage cheese, which makes them a little bit creamier, makes them fluffy, which I really like, and it adds a little extra protein. I'm gonna give it a nice little taste test. Cheers. Really good. The cottage cheese really does make the eggs cheesy and fluffier. And honestly, you cannot taste the cottage cheese. If you're ever worried about, the taste of the cottage cheese, take it from me. I do not like cottage cheese in any way. I don't eat it on its own, by itself, with anything, unless it's cooked into my food. It's like the kids when you're hiding in the vegetables so they can eat them, right? But honestly, it really does make the eggs nice and cheesy. You really couldn't tell that you were eating cottage cheese.
This was a super quick, low-carb breakfast or lunch idea. Can also be considered keto. It has up to 25 grams of protein, the version that I made today. It's super, super easy to make for those of you like me who are a little challenged in the kitchen. It's very simple to make. Just cut up your breakfast meat, whether it be sausage, bacon, ham, or your veggies, spinach. You can add, peppers and onions and all that good stuff. Anything that you would like into your eggs, and just scramble it into a couple of eggs, and your meal is done. If you happen to try this, let me know in the comments what you would be adding to your egg scramble, whether it be just veggies, meats, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.